So the next thing to consider, and it really is weather dependent, but goats are really susceptible to getting too cold, too quick, and they will have a very hard time coming back. So we want to keep several things in our kidding kit to help get those animals clean, dry, and warm right away. Best case scenario, the doe is kidding in perfectly warm and beautiful weather, and she takes care of cleaning that kid on her own, and you don't have to worry about it. Worst case scenario, it's negative 10 degrees outside, that doe wants nothing to do with cleaning off the kid, and you're all on your own. So it's important to have things that you can turn to. First thing that I like to bring along are just some old bath towels. You don't want to pick anything that you are going to miss if you throw it away. The advantage of having bath towels is that you can get that animal dry quickly. It does help warm them up. The act of rubbing them to dry them stimulates their bodies just the same way as if the mom was licking them off. Getting all of the amniotic fluid off of their bodies, the mucus off of their bodies, helps keep them dry, which will help keep them warm. After you dry them off, if they're still cold, depending on the weather, if they're shivering, if they're lethargic, we're then going to turn to some other things to keep them warm. So the next thing that I recommend keeping in your kidding kit is a hair dryer. So we don't want to put it on full blast right on the kid, but it can help kind of remove what's left of that amniotic fluid to keep that goat dry and help warm the goat up. So I usually put it on like medium and hold it quite a bit away from the goat. Move it back and forth. Don't leave it in one spot for too long, and it will help to warm that kid up. The next thing that I keep on hand, or you should keep on hand to help keep your goat warm, is a heat lamp. Problem with heat lamps is that if they fall down, if they're not protected, if you're not installing them correctly, they can cause barn fires, so I tend to use them sparingly. But when I do use a heat lamp, I make sure I get one that has some type of a wire cage protection on it. I'm going to keep it low enough so that it is heating up the area that I want the kid to be in, but it's high enough that the mom isn't going to accidentally knock it over when she's walking around. So typically what this looks like would be you would put a heat lamp in the corner of a pen, put it up just high enough so that it still is getting that goat warm, but the mom can't get to it. And then that goat kid has a safe corner to go to. And then paper towels. So sometimes if your towel just isn't cutting it, or if you've got some really mucus or blood that you're trying to clean away, paper towels are great because you can wipe that up, throw it away. Also are handy for keeping yourself cleaned up too. And then the other kind of trick that I would give you if you have a kid that is just born cold, won't come around, we do hot water baths. So this can either be in a plastic tub, or your own bathroom tub. Basically what you run is you run some warm water, not hot to the touch, but body temperature water for you, and you're going to submerge the goat in that. Submerge her in there until the water starts to cool off. Get her out, dry her off, blow her off with a hair dryer, see if that works. Using warm water that you're completely submerging that kid in will help bring her body temperature up faster than these other things are, but it also takes a long time, gets the kid away from the mom. It essentially washes off all of the amniotic fluid and the pheromones that are on the kid that is going to make the mom want to respond and care for that kid. So it's kind of a last resort.